excited about the kind of change that have been going on campus. You've had a lot of big improvements to infrastructure. Mm-hmm. I think the housing opportunities, the curriculum. What do you consider some of the most significant improvements you'd like to tell people watching this video today?
Well, I'll start with the infrastructure improvements, beginning with the Anderson Center. Previously we had Goldrick Gym, and it held 600 students at any given time. And we had high school students graduating and touring our campus that had gymnasiums at their high school that looked better than our own at the college level. So we're really pleased that the Anderson Center has been built and is open. It seats 2,000 when we're in competition mode. It seats 2,500 or 3,000 when we're having a concert in there. So it's a multi-purpose facility, and it's great. We renovated Randolph and Mason residence halls, and now they're air conditioned and just as nice and sweet as they can be. And we put a link in between the two of them that used to be called the beach area. Mm-hmm. And now it has a rotunda area and some gathering and meeting spaces for student clubs and organizations. And we have social events in that link. And so we've added that structure to the campus. We're building a technology building now. We call it the Convergence/Technology Building. And anything related to technology on the campus is going to come together in that building, whether it's the home for our computer center, the end of our network, all the gear that manages that, and the faculty and staff who use the technology to enhance instruction will be in that building. The writing center is going to be in that building. The speaking center is going to be in that building. So we see it as a sort of a one-stop shop for students. That building, if you haven't been on campus, is connected in front of Alvey and Arrington, used to be called New Hall, to Simpson Library. And actually, you will walk down Campus Walk right through the middle of the building to get out to Goldrick and so on. And it'll open up in the next fall, 2014. It's a beautiful building on campus. And finally, you probably haven't seen College Avenue today.
No.
We are beginning construction on the new Student Center, which begins with the demolition of Chandler Hall. And that starts in earnest next week. But in preparation for that, we took down all the trees around Chandler, except for the linden trees in the front. We're preserving them. But we had to do that because when the Student Center is finished, it will also serve as the new student dining hall, and it needs an access area for the delivery trucks that bring the food and take away the garbage and so on. And so that park that used to be between Chandler and Seekebeck is much smaller now than it was before. So that's going to cause people a little heartburn as they see it. But you have to trust us. We know how to do things well. It will look beautiful when we're finished and we re-landscape the area. So there's some things going on there. Academically, we have an honors program now that the students are excited about. We introduced that last year. We wanted about 50 students. We got about 75, so we managed to wrestle with that. And we're developing a Bachelor in Science Nursing Completion Program. That's going through the state approval process. This is a case where if you come to us with an RN, we will take you from the RN degree to the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree by teaching the courses that we typically teach, general education type courses and the liberal arts and sciences, sprinkled in a few nursing courses, nothing technical or lab related because they've had all that in the RN training. So the reason for that is the hospital's accrediting body are requiring that 70% of the nursing workforces in the hospitals have the BS by 2020.
Wow.
And so Mary Washington Hospital, which has a huge nursing workforce, 30% of their workforce has a BS. So they've got a lot of room to grow. They're going to help those students financially. Yeah. So it's a win for us. Existing courses, students right across the street can come over to campus. So we've got that going on. We're developing a master's degree in geospatial analysis. That's a popular component of the undergraduate program for geography. So we've got that going on. And then finally, I'll talk about we've opened up the Center for Leadership, Honor, and Service, which is stationed in the Division of Student Affairs. We've always had a focus on honor. There's no question about that. We have focus on service for a long time, students giving back to the community and society. And there's been a quieter focus on leadership, but we've called it involvement. Probably when you were here, get involved.
Yeah.
So what we mean by that is get involved and take advantage of the leadership opportunities in the 130 plus clubs and organizations that we have on campus. So this center does all things to promote those activities and just enriches the students' experience.
That's that's fantastic, because I know that there's so much excitement. I know alumni, when they come back, they even still remarking on Eagles Landing and that fantastic bridge. And now the technology center sounds fantastic, and a lot of these changes are just really addressing some of the business needs of the community too, I feel.